wrap-up of the week of March 22nd here at Warren G. Harding High School. I'm Joseph Johns.
And I'm Kier Hannon.
And here's what happened this week.
16 students were inducted into the National Honor Society at a special ceremony. The students were selected for their scholarship and leadership. Congratulations to Michelle Bagalia, Rachel Baird, Chris Bartholomucci, Lisa Bacone, Kirsty Bornius.
Melanie Brigham, Kimberly Bryant, Ben Davis, Dan Drummond, Allison Eggleston.
Monica Falatic, Eric Hipple, Rhiannon Marhefke, Corinne Raftis, Crystal Y. White, and Megan Williams.
Stay tuned for more news.
Hi, I'm Tia Madison.
And I'm Matt Reese. And this week on Harding Highlights, it's time for the Pet Patrol. Dun dun dun! Here are 4 great pets from the Trumbull Animal Welfare League.
We think she's about 10 years old. She's a female. Polly, unfortunately, was left tied to a telephone pole, and someone called us that she was there and could we come and get her, and we did. And she was just covered in fleas, so we gave her a bath, we gave her some flea medication, and now she's waiting for a new home. This is Moochie. He is a 2-year-old toy fox terrier, and he needs a home. He's a very nice boy. He's just scared right now. You might not be able to see him shaking, but he is shaking in my arms. He's a little overweight, so really he needs to be put on a little bit of a diet, and he needs some exercise, possibly walking with his new owner, maybe jogging, doing a little jogging this summer, but he'd make a real nice dog. This is Randy. Randy is a 5-year-old male domestic short-haired cat. He's very affectionate. He is an adult, so he is full grown. He's litter box trained, and he's ready for a new home. Queenie. Queenie is an 8-year-old female cat. She's spayed. She'd make a nice lap cat. I think that she would make a nice cat for an adult. I don't think that Queenie is used to being around children, but she is ready for a new home.
If you're interested in these or any other animals, visit the Trumbull County Animal Welfare League on Brunstetter Road.
Stay tuned for more news.
Hello, I'm Rachel Baird. I'm here with Mrs. Linda Curta, guidance counselor here at Harding, Mrs. Ruth Jones, business education instructor, and Attorney John Pogue, Harding's liaison for the Youngstown-Warren Regional Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber of Commerce has provided Harding with several grants. How did the grant process begin?
Well, actually, it began with a golf course. The Chamber of Commerce owned Avalon Lakes Golf Course and decided in the late 1980s that we should get out of the golf business and get into sponsoring grants in the areas of economic development, education, and civic and cultural endeavors. So as a result of that, we sold the course, divided the money into 2 pots, and created 2 foundations, one of which is the Warren Area Chamber of Commerce Education, Civic, and Cultural Foundation. We began making grants in 1992 and annually try to provide primarily educational grants with about $50,000 a year.
Describe the grant process.
We have a form we pass out to folks who are interested in making an application. We try and promote applications in the spring term of the year and the March, April time frame. We annually receive about 80 to 100 grant applications requesting sums anywhere from $200 up to $5,000. We have a grant committee which reviews the applications during the summer months, and we annually then make our grants usually about the middle of September at the start of the school year. We do make grants in the areas of education, civic, and cultural endeavors, but about 90% of the grants go for educational requests.
What are the criteria for someone who is going to receive a grant?
Well, we're interested, first of all, in numbers. We'd like to have applications that impact a significant number of students in the educational area. So we're interested in grants which work with a class, if not a school, in size. We're interested in innovative ideas, and we're very much interested in motivating students to be better students and more successful citizens in our community. The Chamber of Commerce promotes development in the community in a variety of ways, but we believe that one of the ways which is critical to the success of the community is to have a strong educational system that provides, in essence, good citizens, good workers, good business owners to our community, and that builds success in the long term.
Mrs. Jones and Mrs. Curda, could you describe the programs that you have received grants for and how you've benefited from these grants?
Yes, we have received a grant for the Renaissance program, and this is a program that recognizes academic achievement. Students at the end of each trimester sign up for a card. We have the gold card, which is for students that have a 4-point or better GPA, the red, which is 3.4 or better, and the white, which is 3.2. At the end of the school year, we have a banquet which they are awarded prizes based on their number of years of participation in the program and also how many cards they have received. During the school year, they also receive awards such as discounts at McDonald's. They also receive an Independent Study Day, which is probably the most important one to them. There are other awards that they may also receive based upon the color of the card that they have.
Mrs. Curda?
Yes. Actually, the Women Helping Educate Women group started in Shaker Heights at the Shaker Heights High School. And a group of women from this school found out about it and went in the spring of '97 to visit at Shaker Heights and to discuss the program with the teachers that sponsored it there. The name is, I guess, self-explanatory. They said at their school that the girl students felt that the boys had all of their sports and that the girls needed something that would be just strictly for them. And so they started the group where women staff and women students get together and try to promote, these were our goals, to increase female students' awareness of their rights and individuals as women, to become aware of the many careers available to women, to improve and stimulate positive self-concept, and to encourage female students to set realistic personal and career goals. That's what we thought of in the fall of '97, and it has evolved over the last 2 school years. Thank you very much to the Chamber of Commerce. Some of the activities that we plan, we like to have large assemblies for large groups of students, including the young men students sometimes, and we have small discussion groups after school for students that want to have a more intimate setting to discuss maybe their personal problems. Over the last 2 years, some of the large assemblies that we've had focused on the issues of domestic violence, date rape, self-defense, self-image, careers, and pregnancy prevention. Some of the small discussion groups that we've held after school were based on dating violence and pregnancy prevention. This year we instituted a new program on 6th period. We started some interest level classes for the girls and have been running aerobics classes, crafts, cooking, self-defense, swimming, and volleyball. In the spring we take an interest survey in the 10th grade English classes to try to get new ideas for next year, areas that the students are concerned about, but they seem to come up with some of these same concerns every year, so we'll keep serving their needs as they tell us.
Well, thank you for taking your time to come here and talk to us today about your very beneficial programs. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Welcome back. I'm Natalie Henderson.
And I'm Jessica Fischel.
This year, we have begun the monumental but innovative task of a community evaluation process. Members of the Warren community have generously given of their time to participate in this project. Now we are in the second phase of the project, the Continuous Improvement Plan.
The administration of Harding is inviting you, the members of the Warren community, to serve on various committees to continue the work of the community evaluation team. Here are their committees and their meeting dates.
Student Handbook. Review, edit, and propose changes and procedures currently utilized. Teacher Dress Code. Review current policies and identify changes to be implemented.
Student Dress Code. Review current student handbook policies, propose changes, and identify enforcement procedures. Guidance Services and Communication. Develop a mentor-mentee process for students and teachers.
Attendance. Develop an attendance-taking process that accurately tracks every student. Utilization of sixth period. Develop appropriate student seminars and tutoring opportunities.
Staff Development. Develop a self-development opportunities based upon staff self-study to include activities for the general staff as well as the department. If you are interested in serving on any of these committees, call Warren G. Harding High School at 841-2316, extension 206.
Stay tuned for more news.
Hi, I'm Corinne Raftis. Here's a special message from the Harding Instrumental Music Department. The band is in need of musical instruments. If you have any old band instruments, the band will appreciate your donations. You can drop any instruments off at the office here at Harding or at the Board of Education office on Monroe Street. Any instruments will be appreciated. Last Tuesday, Women Helping Educate Women, WHEW, held an afternoon of karaoke. The students had the opportunity to show off their talents and socialize with their friends. Let's take a look at some of the fun.
Love we share makes life so sweet. Together we'll always be. Oh no, this pledge of love feels so right, and you, I need you. Oh, here and now. I promise to love faithfully. Oh, now I vow to be.
Keep watching for more news.
Greetings, this is the Harding Highlights Sports Desk. I'm Greg Gagne.
And I'm Jessica Fischel.
Congratulations to Lady Raider Pam Brown, who was named All-Trumbull County Player of the Year. She was one of 3 Lady Raiders to receive this honor in the past 4 seasons. And congratulations to Alvin Jennings, who was named First Team All-County and First Team All-SVC, and Second Team District. He also received special mention on the All-State team. And senior Nate Adams was named All-County and SVC for honorable mention on the district team.
The indoor track team had a great showing at their final meet at Kent State. The boys were led by freshman Michael Simpson, who broke the 400-meter dash. The girls were led by Charity Brady, who finished 6th in the 400 and 7th place in the 55-meter.
And that's all for the Harding Highlights Sports Desk. Stay tuned. Da-da-da.
And that's all for Harding Highlights for the week of March 22nd, 1999. See you next week.